next, we'll have another kick butt truth teller, Harrison Floyd.
Google stopped letting me do speech to text, like even on google.com. Somebody let me know if it's Apple and Google partnering to censor me. Just one more restriction on my speech. Why can I not use voice to text on Google? You know, when you tap the microphone on your keyboard and you speak and it types it out, it's as simple as that. There once was a day where that seemed like advanced technology, but now Google has taken it away from me. I kept asking it questions like, are you glad Mike Lindell is saving the world? And why is Google slandering Stuart Rhodes? And aren't you glad that 2020 election fraud proof is coming out? And Google sucks, man. It will not give you a good answer. There's no evidence that Google supports Mike Lindell. Wow. It's worse than Grok. Way worse. And Grok has flaws. A lot.
And so do your knife shopping at the Yellow Show store. What's in stock? The new ones, Alex Jones Blackout folding knife, 7.65 assisted opening folding knife, 3.5 high carbon Damascus blade, 1.95 plus 5.5 inch zero. It's all quality. Steel, black PVD coating, and stonewash finish, 3.3 millimeter black thickness, black G 4-inch secure grip, 15.5 millimeter thickness for all bearing pivot system for smooth deployment. Nice quality knife. All black, blackout finish, I call it murdered out. Fast, decisive, assisting, operating, limited production before it sells out. And then we've got the same knife, but it's silver blade folding knife. If you like that, it's got a nice little hook on the end, so you can tie things. The forest green folding knife that is my close second, really a sexy knife. Same as the other one. It just got that forest green. Call it forest. It's kind of like an in between forest and olive. It's nice. Kind of Border Patrol. They call it Border Patrol green. Let's change the name Border Patrol green. That's actually what it is. This bad boy. These all sold out, but they always hold back a few hundred in case orders come in later or whatever. So tip of the spear, Spartan, trench knife with brass knuckles, murdered out, and the skull crusher, 200 of those. They held back a few of these. It hadn't sold out, but there's about 200 left. The Blast Fire was beauty limited edition. That one's operation as well. It's a little different. The skull crusher is this big. Alex Jones Phantom folding knife is sold out. They only got 500 of these the first run, sold out in one day. It is back. They got 1,000 of them, and it's just a great knife. Really sleek, really strong, very well made. You've got it in orange. Alex Jones burnt orange folding knife. I like that. We've got the Alex Jones ring blade. This sold out the quickest last time. That's an amazing product. And they're up to 50% off right now at thealexjonestore.com. While you're there, get some ultramethylene blue. Take advantage of the very best supplements in the world. We'll be right back. Thanks for funding the Second American Revolution worldwide. If you are receiving, you are.
Welcome back to the Word. Stuart Rhodes filling in today for Smith. And next up is another OG truth teller from the 2020 election.
What's going on, Stuart? How are you doing?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for having me. black outreach to President Trump. I was 03. Yeah, so President Trump turnout. Which talking about Africa.
I'm going to ask Google if it's part of the deep state. Is Google one of the largest arms of the deep state? Whether Google is considered an arm of the deep state depends on how one defines that term. There's no evidence of a formal, hidden, or illegal conspiracy of the traditional conspiratorial sense of a deep state, acting as a single entity controlling the government. However, extensive documentation highlights that Google has deep collaborative and at times controversial ties with U.S. government intelligence, military, and defense agencies, which fuels this narrative. Well, no shit, it's hidden. That's why it's called the deep state. No shit, there's any evidence of it, dumbass. It's a fucking illegal conspiracy to kill my fucking heroes every time they pop up. I'm coming to fucking kill you, bitch.
Had Latino for Trump, had actual offices.
Yeah, this guy's European, black, and possibly Latino.
I'm trying like behind
Possibly
dollars.
I mean, he looks like he could be Norwegian and Sudanese, which, you know, not your average African American.
That was my first.
This guy has a hatchet in one hand and a hacksaw in the other, on the drawing behind him. Like a badass black and white anime drawing.
So, talk about
So first,
would be a felony? So you know it was phony.
True.
Then again, he's a military veteran himself. I mean, Marine sergeant, fucking body slams an FBI agent. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck? Fucking Marine slams a tranny. Seriously, who gives a fuck? It wasn't a tranny, it was a faggot or a dyke. Same fucking difference, dumbass bitch.
Got a couple videos.
During the Civil War, come to my butcher shop. It will be packed. The packing house. It's to feed your animals because cannibalism is not condoned. I'll have
In excitement, its vibrant crest of purple filaments quivering with each powerful expulsion of breath. We have to show up with guns. We have to. There's no other way around it. Their protector bird, whether they know it or not, is known as U.S. Immigration and Customs, or ICE, created in 2003 as a direct response.
These people are rebelling against their own protectors. You know, not the ones who are truly in on it. They're an enemy of our great grand nation from the start. So they're not even ones we're trying to protect. We're busting them as well. But these patsies of the commies, yeah.
Forged in the fires of the homeland's
going against the very people keeping them safe.
Security Act that smashed 22 agencies into the new Department of Homeland Security, but its roots stretch back over 2 centuries to Alexander Hamilton's vision of collecting tariffs and guarding America's economic sovereignty in 1789. Evolving through periods of immigration.
4th or 5th best word in the English language. Tariff. God, family, country, Jesus. Or God, Jesus, family, country, tariff. That's the order of the 5 most important words in the world.
Waves, border chaos, and criminal exploitation. Human trafficking rings, child exploitation networks, drug cartels, hundreds of thousands of criminal gang members like MS-13, Nicaragua, and terrorist financing schemes, keeping our community safe, our borders stronger, and our nation from by those who exploit our laws and endanger American citizens.
ICE is here! ICE is here!
Kind cascades of you from
Those MS-13 in Nicaragua that got sent to El Salvador had to sit on each other's nuts, or sit on each other's hands with their nuts. You had to stick your hands under your partner's nuts, and your nuts had to be on somebody else's hands. That's how they lined them all out on the prison floor and took that picture of them. So that's what happens to people who choose the devil.
Work, not go to school, not spend for us to have all set place.
This is why the larger picture.
Anybody who looks like Don King, wait, that was Don King, but that fatter, faggotier voice, white hair, queer, queer bait bastard ball commie. This fucking guy, that fat motherfucker. He's not even black. He's brown, but I mean he's actually brown. You know what I mean? It's a type of brown. See, Mexicans, they have red in them. They have Indian in them. American Indian. And so do I. They want to claim Aztec. Bitch, you better not negate North American Indian. You think Aztec were more hardcore than warring tribes of Plains Indians? I don't fucking think so. This isn't just let me off a few slaves. Let me sacrifice some slaves because I'm the king shit. No, we're likely to go into war or battle like at any time and shit. But it was cool. They had a city down there. Yeah, I bet we had some cities here, and they don't want to tell us about them.
It's clear in terms of possibility of America sustain
You think they submerged with all these reservoirs?
itself as becoming a powerful of might and force. This is a cancer. White evangelical Christianity is a worst our country.
I might have to scalp somebody that's putting up a fight, not just pick someone out of a lineup of slaves. I might actually have to fight for my kill.
Why a person into a on everyday and she's got to go. We are dead set on ice permanently.
Yes, to ice, but also the
That's a Cuban bitch. Obviously, fuck. Oh, holy shit. Fucking Cuban bitch, bleach blonde hair. What, you part Chinese too, or what?
asylum and build so people are not terrorized by their own governmental agencies.
Just about what's going on here right now.
He's another one of those low IQ motherfuckers that accepted a bribe from the deep state. Holy shit.
About this not going any further. It's not going about this stopping. And don't understand. You know, they stop, secure, and aggressive aren't just policy. They are crucial survival.
Introducing Ultra DNA Revival, the advanced daily supplement design helps you perform your absolute best starting at the cellular level. Backed by cutting edge mitochondrial and DNA support science, Ultra DNA Revival delivers noticeable all day energy without stimulants or crashes. Greater endurance, sharper focus, and mental clarity. Support for healthy blood sugar levels, stronger immune system function, enhanced liver health, and natural detoxification. Reduces everyday stress and anxiety. Protection against oxidative stress and again, already brand found this. Thousands of customers report feeling the difference in 7 to 14 days. Right now, take advantage of our best pricing ever. VFM members, $34.95. Regular, $59.59. Save 40% with a VFM membership for $30 a month. Experience the revival your body has been waiting for. Secure your DNA revival today at theelloshowstore.com. You're listening to Road. Watch your life back. I got on. Got a great sale right now. Ultra methylene capsule. That's the fantastic. You also have 50% off on crazy wild ass trend. Short line. Back. So not a bad knife. So, so what they get so
I'm black. Black. So go to the store. Black. Black. So fourth. So our next guest coming now, that our prior level battle, and she. So I'm amazing. Please tell the audience. So if we get into county, and if you're on there, been yeah. I always study my enemies, and so John was upstairs. I went and got as close as I possibly could in the eye, and it was personal, it was business, and so I ended up being about 15 feet away from John Lewis, and I could see that about at minimum 3 layers of clothing. This was July. And I realized that he probably severely wounded and his clothes on to appear left that route. That day, I called everybody and said, look, John is going to be dead. And started trying to figure out what the plan was when he dies. And everybody blew it off. And political. Wow. And that astonished. That's incredible. Coming from Chicago, I had a no, not at all. Okay. I was working with pretty much a titan in civil rights, supposedly. My grandfather, that is like, life. So actually, I was representing Angela, and so I, you know, I saw that I changed the plan. One, it would be impossible to be John Lewis. However, whoever comes behind him
got a call from Jones saying that, hey, it's going to be he to be the head of Planned Parenthood. And Angela's one of Angela's primary core stance and abortion. And this is Atlanta. We worry about economics and public safety. She's gone home on things solely on the issue. But we kept going and really flashing all in the airport in Denver and Chicago. So, look, can I got to address what you need? Call like that night, next day, from the airport and traffic in Atlanta. And look, I'm going to catch to the stop. And he picked me up and we rang the doorbell. To go, the door. And that's one. And black woman across the street. And I don't know. But this woman had the phone in her hand specifically for Ruby. Because if not, I'm not here.
Would you tell?
I said, look, I heard some help. I got a call from someone to help her. And this, from what I'm hearing with her daughter. And so that's really just what I told her. I told her I pastor who was gone to Ruby's house and knocked on the door, but supposedly because of his wife. And he's the person who called Harrison and asked Harrison to go and talk to her. And he called me. And so I had been I'm hungry. And so Harrison pulls up to Chipotle. He goes up for some reason he's down the parking lot of Chipotle on the phone. So I get back in the car because I'm hungry. Asking me, was I just at this or I'm like, I can offer the person assistance. Um, he said, he said, She hung up, called me back, hey, Ruby said she'll meet you at the Comcast Police Department. So. Then I'm flying Harrison down and saying, like, look, we gotta go to this place. Because mind you, I didn't get to the train station until 7:11. And then drive to Sandy Springs and then having to drive to Cobb County to get this call from this captain at the police station to get there. Call me in the parking lot. So I called them when we got to the parking lot, and it took them about 30 minutes for us to even come in. So I'm looking at Garrison, okay, what am I going to take in here? Because I don't know what they're going to do. So I just grabbed my couple of phones and, you know, they come and take that our and then wait another 20, 30 minutes. So mind you, about almost midnight. So finally, it, and I said, look, surprised that, you know, thanks for talking to me. However, this is the information I got. I got to hear this is supposed to happen. You don't even have to, you know, but if you want the help, and that's what I called Harrison, but Harrison, because mind you, I really didn't have it in the game. You know, I really just, okay, you asked me to do something, I could do it. And I did everything. And so, but and I didn't know, I think so I hung on and I my it was that color. So she had her eyes. And and overseeing the meeting. And I don't know who's here. I said, and I can't talk from her. And I so we agreed to started to talk as much as I situation. So
Ugh.
look, these people don't
Mm,
know.
that was a customer.
I can have on scene that's what I do, but I buy she started breaking down all the different situations. We got to everything except all
25. When's it going to be 0? It feels like 12. It's not gonna be 0. It wasn't 0, and it's not going to be 0. Yeah, so we're going against the actual report, or it's going against itself. Oh man, 20 degrees tomorrow. Maybe it will hit 0. Oh. Damn. So cold all day long. So it's 40.
Water, lemon, and another refrigerator door.
The way he's looking at the camera in that intro. Tell you what.
And I want everybody to kick off by having a good time this evening. And not if you gotta go back, go back. And then getting you haven't pictures taken. And I do speed day. So we're gonna start off by talking. She have had a chance today. I mean, like I put in the chat, I'm doing a short video on my drive-by. When I'm driving, it takes me minutes, depending on and, uh, uh, and all the theaters that so, 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 so look for Sunday. So, so that's do. They're gonna do everything possible. Don't do them. That's the right. I could find much better around in the flags and stuff.
Tell these people, but that's like a uh,
Yeah.
it's for free. Ticket for so uh, try to figure out. So I'm 200 to I would think about it. I will, but if there are tickets for the late show at night, and I think this is you have a whole theater sleeping people. So be patient when you see that. I'm telling you right now, SB and the mods, if anybody gives her a hard time because she's down, you're gone. I don't think complain that she interpret. She is fantastic in what she does. She's amazing in the data that she's pulling out. And I advise that's
And the interpreter's hot. Heck, so is she.
but he's not a whole lot of people you should say everybody should follow. The two
I'm going to show you today, everybody should follow. They're not so out there. President Trump, I am not going to read the entire thing, but President Trump nominated Kevin Trump to lead the Federal Reserve. I know a couple big banks have said that they're it's going to be Porsche. Yeah, I'm talking about. I'm going to talk about this. This is something they're living after living every
Dog that barks. The dog that hasn't barked. I love that they were trying to interpret that so many ways.
I know. Something about database. And people stop by. I can testify that and to the FBI. Sherman.
Yeah, because ICE is allowed to detain the people who impede their investigations. So now ICE agents can grab those fucking citizens. But I wouldn't be opposed to them just sticking to the aliens and letting another department do it. But yeah, that's hilarious. It's as though these signal chatters are going to get deported now. Yeah, they just for the optics of it, they probably shouldn't have the ICE agents grab them, but because it won't be fully explained, and it's going to lend just a little bit of illusory credence to the fact that they're rounding up citizens, or the farcity that they're rounding up citizens.
Big signal chat. All of the users have helped. Now I they've got there's nothing time for you. So the big signal our entire government. Democrats have free. If it didn't happen, I remember not
long ago, Robin kicked off of Twitter because she still forgot her name. She still when I done. My wife got kicked off of Twitter because they didn't like what she said. I'm still for signing out on Facebook. They won't even let me try it. Not that I want to anymore, but I can't get on Facebook. I can't. I have an Instagram, but I can't get on Facebook. That. First Amendment right. T-shirt, do it in a pull it out, do it in dryer, and
Well, they did Barry better than they did me because they permanently deleted me from Facebook, Instagram, and Reels. But I don't even have the space on my phone to see if I can start a new Instagram. Yeah. Well, Barry's just telling you how it is. But let me be the one here to tell you that's not the way it should be. And I don't give a fuck about your, well, we can't have everything the way we want it. Just because it's not the way you think it should be doesn't mean it's not the way it is. You know damn well a bunch of fucking Satanists run our government. If it was actually Christian, don't you think we'd be freer? Don't you think companies would abide by the Constitution? When I'm president, companies are going to have to abide by the Constitution. You're going to be allowed to say whatever you want and carry on at work, no matter where it is. And no more mandatory car insurance. The only mandatory purchase is a firearm. We're going to kill the mandatory car insurance and make everyone aware of the firearms mandate that George Washington already put in place in 1790. Fuck with me. Oh, he wasn't still president in 1790? Of course not. He was in the first Congress. Think about that for a second, baby. If these presidents really cared about us, they'd continue running in Congress afterwards. Nope, they get in to fuck us and they get out and hide and keep fucking us. It's time for a change, big time. Christians need to fuck back extremely hard.
way. I hope there's not, but there's a lot of people sometimes free speech. You can your free speech and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. If I don't Carol, my wife, chat, they don't so now I don't had a couple of I was being raw, but the whole time he's not going to put and they're I don't care.
Well, where I want they are anyway.
What have to see happen is lots of checks to defend himself. People like they figure money, freedom, their freedom is there. And he actually is video of selling stuff that have to be selling you trash. You know, one of the other things we'll talk about obviously eyes. Interesting. Why is it they, as Tom Homan said, the dedicated knowledge and compassion of U.S. immigration ICE, the FBI, and the Office of Refugee, like the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services continuously to run down hundreds of thousands of and work numerous investigations to locate more than 300 unaccompanied alien children that the Biden unvetted sponsors lost track of them and weren't even looking for them.
I asked Google if there were any illegal aliens in if there were any aliens in Congress, and it said no, there are no extraterrestrials in Congress. Fucking dumbass bitch. And then I said, are there accidentally any illegal aliens in Congress? Oh, I said, do there happen to accidentally be any illegal aliens in Congress? And it said no, there's been no proof of it. But we know that there are. Yep. One of them was born while her mom was breaking into the country. Like, I think she had the baby just before she got to the country or some shit. And the bitch is in our Congress.
But I think kids that about and other
Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's ask Google right now how many anchor babies are running our country. How many anchor babies are running our country? Oh, it disappeared. That's the third time it's done that. I'm okay with you're a fake fucking bullshit app anyway, motherfucker. I'm to destroy Google. How many anchor babies are running our country? It disappeared it again. No, that's funny. It's trying to piss me off. It disappeared it again. Let's just have because I'm live on Rumble and YouTube. I'm actually so therefore I'm live on Google right now. And now I'm Googling how many anchor babies. It literally forced it to disappear. When I tried to click within to change one letter, I misspelled hour. It was OIR. I clicked hour, and the whole thing vanished twice in a row. Same mistake, too. Interesting. How many anchor babies are currently running our COUN? And I spelled hour correctly this time. TRY? Question mark. Go. You didn't make that fucking disappear that time, did you, bitch? There are no official tracking data. How many U.S.-born children of undocumented immigrants, often referred to as anchor babies, currently hold political office or are running our country? There are no official data tracking how many U.S.-born children of undocumented immigrants, often referred to as anchor babies, currently hold political office or are running the country. Wow, there's no official data tracking. There are an estimated 1.3 million U.S.-born adults who are children of unauthorized immigrants. How many aliens are malicious spies? How many aliens are malicious spies? Based on 2022, 4 malicious or evil no. Malicious or evil extraterrestrial civilizations on the galaxy. No, how many? Oh, okay. How many migrants are malicious spies? There are no publicly available verified statistics detailing exactly how many migrants are malicious spies, as espionage operations are covert by nature. How about this? How many white people will be harmed because Muslims... Let's see. I got one. We'll just simplify it. Keep it all streamlined. How many Christians will have their rights taken because Muslims kill Jews this year? There's no direct quantified statistic mapping the number of Christians losing rights specifically due to violence between Muslims and Jews in the current year. However, data indicates a high ongoing level of persecution for Christians globally, particularly in areas where violence is prevalent. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they're doing it passive-aggressively in Australia. Why is Australia harming Christians because some Muslims killed some Jews? Because Muslims killed some Jews. Why is Australia harming Christians because some Muslims killed some Jews? Well, you made sure that space didn't get put in there, didn't you, Beth? Okay, it's not giving me an AI answer for this. first thing that pops up is a Muslim in Australia risked his life to save Jews? No. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude. A Christian man did. And the fucking cops shot him. Or did that happen to be a Muslim? An actual Muslim, not an Islamist. Because it looked like a white guy to me. Some Muslims are white. He fucking disarmed one of the guys. And the cops shot him. Can you believe that? The female officer stood down until a patriot got involved. And they were ordered to light him up in Bondi Beach. Take out the word some. Take out both times where you use some. Why is Australia harming Christians? Because Muslims killed Jews. The premise of the question that Australia is harming Christians in response to Muslims killing Jews is factually incorrect. The Australian government and various community groups, including Christians, have condemned violence and hate crimes against all religious groups. Factually incorrect. The fuck do you call a fact, dumbass bitch? Let me ask it that right now. What do you call a fact? It doesn't even capitalize your shit for you. Dumbass bitch. What do you call a fact, dumbass bitch? A fact is a statement that is true and can be verified or proven. Regarding a record, dumbass refers to someone who's not. This self needs to derogatory terms claiming someone who's being spiteful. Okay, so a non-intelligent, spiteful person. I didn't know that. Does this thing have to reconnect? I'm just sit here for 10 seconds and look at Rumble Studio. It'll surprise you. Okay, we're typing into Google. Why are you an even shittier version of Grok? I'm a large language model trained by Google. I'm a different AI system with a different architecture. Trading data set and safety policy and functionality guidelines in Grok, which is developed by XAI. Why don't you care about freedom for the people of the world? Oh, it's not going to give me an answer. I've stumped it a few times. I stumped it with, do you like how Mike Lindell is saving the world? And like, I can't remember which one exactly it was, but I said, are you glad Jan's pictures will be vindicated since proof of 2020 election theft is coming in? It was one of those that it also couldn't answer. When you Google Stuart Rhodes, a world hero, Google just shows you his mugshot. From Jan 6, it shows you his mugshot. It shows you that he's 60 and that he's divorced and that he's been convicted of seditious conspiracy. So all that is going to find out to be a phony farce hoax, and Google is just going to be looking more and more like shit every fucking day. Google looks more and more like shit. It's funny. Cuba, an extraordinary threat to the U.S. censorship at TikTok rival. Upscroll.
Retirement portfolio over the last 5
Censorship at Upscrolled. Never even heard of it.
years, you missed one of the biggest wealth search. Seeing clearly today, everything could change tomorrow. For those with dry eyes, myopia.
Behind him doing something, donor.
As one, but not charged, so it don't matter what I do.
I don't
charge. Banking family, that's who runs your government.
So yeah, we're already in a stop now.
Upscrolled is Muslim. TikTok went from Chinese communist atheist to Jewish. TikTok is now Jewish mafia, and Upscrolled is Muslim mafia, apparently. And they both censor heavily.
Great at spreading themselves, and went from the world trying to find an automotive market. Germany tried it, then they have car sales. Got back to America came in trinkets and guns.
Around.
I said to Google, "Are you glad Patrick Byrne is saving the world?" And it was like, oh, whether he's saving the world is in one's own perspective.
They destroyed the temple. Yeah, but a billboard.
No, it's not, dumbass.
Not. So
No, dipshit. Anything coming across the border is under executive fucking oversight. The UN? Fuck the UN, dipshit. We just left the UN, dumbass. Jimmy Dore, you fucking commie shill, bitch. We just left the fucking UN. We don't have to get shit approved by the fucking UN, dumbass bitch.
just like that
Fuck the UN. They've been hiding the greatest drug from us ever invented for 100 years. Methylene blue. Or ultra methylene blue USP grade from thealexjonesstore.com. I'll take some more here in a second. Fuck Chinese Jewish notes. I need United States Treasury notes. So I'm glad people are getting off Federal Reserve notes. We don't need Federal Reserve notes. We trade in gold and U.S. Treasury notes and silver and oil. We might as well just sell oil stock. We might as well just get paid in fucking oil stock. You might as well just choose from your employer whether you want to receive gold, silver, or oil. And that's and we trade. We actually trade with stuff. How about we actually trade with stuff again, and not fucking Chinese Jewish notes that anybody can fucking print and lessen the value of the ones you have? How about that fucking shit for a change, bitch? How about that fucking shit?
sounds like everything they're doing. What we do. They provide some Trump
Digital oil. You might as well just call it digital fucking oil. Stop the fake farce phony hoax of private Jewish company, the Chinese Communist notes. I'm tired of my dollars being in the form of Chinese paper printed by a private Jewish company. I'm done. Those days are over.
Yeah.
Drop the shit. We need to get paid in digital oil. Stop fucking lying to people.
So exactly. They claim
You can't print more oil. Now can you, fuck bitch? Now can you? The first person to come out with the oil wallet or the oil coin is going to be a one rich motherfucker. I wish I knew how to do it. And actually get some of these companies on board. They love your idea. Holy moly. Please, somebody give me credit. I said it today on my show. We need to receive oil coin. And I would like to receive some royalties for helping invent the oil coin. Thank you.
February.
If we're moving to digital currency, that way all these cartel terrorist drug dealers get busted as well. There's no physical fucking. That'd be funny if there was no physical cash for drug dealers to get paid with anymore. They have to actually put their ass on the digital line, and then they'll just the government will just choose not to bust them if they don't get busted, and then we know who's slacking. Then we know at that point we are to round up the terrorists and round up the complicit government officials that didn't bust the terrorists. It actually needs to be commonplace for citizenry militia to round up government officials sometimes, to actually capture and jail and imprison corrupt government employees. It needs to be done by the people as well. It's not just the government going around arresting us. No, we need to be arresting the government too. Yes, we need to be arresting the government too. We need to generate bounties legally, properly. It needs to be part of the process. We, the people, are involved. We need to generate bounties on fake judges, fake sheriffs, fake county attorneys, fake district attorneys. All you motherfuckers are getting bounties put on you. Legally, properly. Through deputization from our great Commander-in-Chief, Chief Executive Officer, Chief Magistrate, and Chief Law Enforcement Officer, Donald John Trump. Thank you very much.
Certain areas that and putting data centers there. It's just made or just invading countries that are not controlled by Israel. All right.
I'm judge collecting. All the jobs that would be created. What a beautiful world to think about, where Christians clean up the world.
Paul here is up scroll down. Just
Time to tear down your owls and your goats and your fucking winged beasts. Time to tear that shit down. You're coming to an end, Satanists. We are seriously coming to fuck you extremely hard.
Something like that. Mountain important note on Dan Petty. He had Zig pistol fires accidentally often. There was accidental shows this. And when foreign nations are churches that people still want to ban Zionism, savage. Perhaps if an American wants Jimmy, I said Jimmy. Real.
Well, London ran out of silver, right? Or did they get some in? And China's paying $10 over per ounce to try to get into their country.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to Jim.
Okay. So I just want to so I don't know, but they better contradict themselves in from this paragraph. Right. 100 paragraph article. Propaganda for without evidence. Oh, no.
It's always got to be factual. You got to have evidence, and it has to be looked at by the professionals or the experts. No, I say suck my dick on all four of those fronts. If you're a fine heterosexual chick.
Without evidence. Apple power. So Earl Cassidy without evidence. Now the guy has helped support. So without evidence happened. Paragraph.
Happen.
Let's keep our focus on now the
That's good.
you gotta be so they first propaganda undermine it. And the guy who gets it that I had one. And they had an editor. So I don't know how by this
Whatever. Like the advertisement.
this is I can't I kind of can't that's kind of uh, it said CIA officer of target Europe. Without evidence. Months before in August the
Fuck. That's gonna reset my shit. Gosh, disable Siri. That bitch has fucking interrupted me twice today. Press home for Siri. No. Allow Siri when locked. No. Listen for Hey Siri. Off. Fuck. Fuck out of here, bitch. Delete Siri and dictation history. Delete Siri and dictation interactions currently associated with this phone from Apple service. I don't give a fuck. What? Delete some phantom record of your Siri history? You know they're keeping it somewhere, and I don't even have access to a history of it. So what the fuck would you be deleting? You would be deleting anything. That's hilarious. What, delete it where? This is awesome. Combined with a 15-pound blue rhino. That's equivalent to 15 Coleman propane tank bottles. Or 2 days worth of heat. So tomorrow's going to be 20 degrees, but the next day's going to be 40. And man, it's going to be scary if this tank runs out. So, and I have to do an exchange to get the discount. So if it was really, I mean, if it was any colder, I'd try to have a second tank. Maybe I can find an empty somewhere and get a refill price. Maybe I'll find an empty sitting at somebody's curb. They won't know what they have when they're tossing it. And I go in and get a discount on propane with it. Can't get any cash for it. Well, wait. You can't. Can you get your cash back out of it eventually? It's a deposit on the tank, isn't it? Wow, that's a thought. Do you get a tank deposit from propane? Yes, you can receive value for an empty propane tank, but it's typically in the form of a discounted exchange rather than a cash deposit refund. Oh no. When swapping an empty tank, you pay for the fuel or, well, you're using a tank, avoiding the higher cost. Value of old tank. An empty tank can act as a $30 deposit toward the purchase of a new one, as you are trading the steel vessel for a reconditioned one. No cash refund. Most locations will not give you cash for returning an empty tank. It looks like I use propane power. I'm good on these lib nuts, these dimtards. BPC 157. Pam Bondi looks like John McCain and Tim Waltz with those cheeks. I'd like to see her other set of cheeks. And her other set of lips. But that's just me. ingredients that took me from. I took Siri off of my home button and voice.
And could it ever be possible to bring a race to our nation's capital to celebrate our country's history? And everybody said there's no way. It's impossible. How do you put a race on at 190 miles an hour in a city like Washington, D.C.? I came here, I walked this area for a while, I found a racetrack on the Capitol grounds, up against a lot of meetings and couldn't get the kind of support we need. So within a week, Secretary Duffy, and we put this together with the president, didn't we? And now we have a race here on our city, on the national properties that is going to sell. Shouldn't be over. We have a free event. People come out and celebrate. Well, too. So that's Mr. President. For this. We're going to have an amazing event. We're going to make everybody in this country proud. We want everybody to come out and enjoy this and celebrate our country the way it should be.
Don't go for second. Well, well, the best side is Central Casting. Roger Central Casting.
Ooh.
Did Kevin
Benjamin Franklin bust.
that he pushed to cut into the phrase if he
He's got a Benjamin Franklin bust on his left-hand side on the Resolute desk. Who's on the right? Is it Andrew Jackson?
Really fantastic. I wanted to keep Kevin here. And I thought I called Kevin 1, Kevin 2. And we had, I said, it's going to be Kevin. But Kevin really at the White House, you all know. Are you concerned, Mr. President, about the confirmation hearings? We've heard no. Tell us. So, just wanted to jump in for that. As you saw, they don't want to talk about this event. Don't want to mention it. And I'm looking at some of the chats, and you guys are like, it's not F1. F1 is different than Indy. Yes, you are correct. And F1 cars are very expensive, really expensive. But to me, as a casual, not a big time fan, playing football. So I understand what you're saying, because if you're so I understand what you're saying. I mean, for the casual fan like me, I got you. Football, as far as I'm concerned. But the line right football, that's definitely football. There's no doubt that that's football. And hurdle, guy can hurt. Tom, Trump wants to be. So Tom Tillis has come out already and said, no, Jerome Powell. He won't vote for him. These guys, they don't want to further the country. They don't want Trump's agenda passed. Uh, right. Exactly. These guys are big television, big racing executives, and they're talking about Iran. It's like they didn't even have the signing ceremony. Like it meant nothing at all. I don't get our
Indy cars are fun though because it's fucking open top. That's dangerous shit, man. It's convertible racing.
why not want to find out all the other. They're not even asking about movies. They're not doing anything. Iran, and I'm sure the next one will be Minnesota. Or why don't you talk about the stuff that's happening? What got our movie coming out tonight? Tonight, yes, they had a screening last night, but the movie debuts tonight for else. He's talking in front of all these executives who are talking about this major event in Washington, D.C., and they don't care. In fact, when I was watching, once again, Fox did away.
Did you actually win?
I don't understand how people get elected. This is a very modern age. I've always heard politicians will cut taxes. Will cut everybody's going to cut taxes. I cut taxes. I get the biggest tax cut in our country. No tax on tips, no tax on social security, no tax on overtime.
Blue states aren't complying with the no tax on tips. They're still stealing the tips of waitresses and stuff. Some of them. That's what I heard. That's what Alex said.
Maybe I do want to hear. That was a boring one, but they're already going on to a different question. See what he's saying.
I just think, oh, you're loud, you're obnoxious. Hey,
You're loud.
but I last week there was 29,000. So 29,000 one race driver is a big deal. 29,000, 20,000 a month. I think that we have a is what he's no longer senator. Going to be out of office. I always like actually, but he gets the thing that we're not for. And whatever, I mean, if they think we'll just have to wait. Somebody so that's it. But I saw that you were structured going on. I said a lot. I don't want to say that. But we have a powerful, powerful ship, most powerful by far in the world. Occasion, I built a military might.
Except the Nazis in Antarctica. You know, they don't put another one of their land masses on the map. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean is a continent-sized no-fly zone. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean is a continent-sized no-fly zone. Whose land do you think that is? Whose part of the sea do you think that is? Is there actually land there? It's like a perfect circle. Let's ask Google. What is in the continent sized no fly zone? in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. What is the continent-sized no-fly zone in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? Oh, I said, what is in the continent-sized no-fly? The continent-sized area in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, often referred to as in the context of extreme isolation and restricted access, is officially known as the Oceanic Pole of Inaccessibility, or Point Nemo. What? While it is not formally declared singular no-fly zone by a government body, it is effectively treated as such by aviation due to its extreme distance from land, and it serves as a massive functional graveyard for space debris. A massive functional graveyard for space debris. That means you're going to get shot down if you fly over it. So they're calling that the spacecraft cemetery. And it's too far from land. So that's also why you're not supposed to fly over it. The loneliest place on Earth. It's so remote that during its orbital path, the closest human beings are often astronauts aboard the International Space Station, which orbits roughly 400 kilometers above, closer than anyone on Earth's surface. The South Pacific Gyre, Oceanic Desert. Oh, it says it doesn't even have nutrients to support marine life, making it a biological desert in the ocean. You're shitting yourself, bitch. Microplastics. Collection point for microplastics. Aww. So that's also the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Is a separate, similarly large but different area of debris located in the North Pacific between Hawaii and California. So the Oceanic Pole of Inaccessibility. I don't think so. We fly all the way around the world quite frequently. It's called refueling in the air. I mean, who's going to refuel the refueler out there, right? Well, as if there's nothing to land on out there. Yeah, right. They build islands. They make islands all the time. So, an island is usually a mountain sticking out from the crust, but they make floating islands all the time too. Or they just make islands. They start dumping earth and rock until it piles up. So, I don't know. And as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. And at the same time, if you never fuck around, you won't find out. I said, now to get rid of the Chinese paper printed by the private Jewish company. Federal Reserve notes.
Somebody makes more. A building structure ever. Somebody, and we'll find out. Was government this is the beginning of a civil war. Do you agree with that characterization? Do you feel like there's a civil war? I'm telling you guys, I Tim Walz actually said it today.
We just won World War III, I believe. For our country, anyway. I don't know. Partially. We just won one of. We were just victorious in one of the legs of World War III with Venezuela and Cuba. I think we still have to fix Cuba. I don't know.
It actually came out of his mouth.
We need to fix this fucking country. We need to fix the living situations of every American citizen in this country. We need to provide more opportunities for American citizens, especially the non-drug dealing terrorist ones.
Asinine. Trump's going to answer that. Thousand. Elected. I was elected on the economy. I was elected on a lot of reasons because when I took over, we had a mess. I had inflation was the highest I say ever, but they corrects me by saying it's only 4 years. I think someone does. But when I was elected to the job, and one of the big things I was elected to do is governor. We have the lowest crime rate in our country. We have the lowest murder rate in our country. We have Washington, D.C. Place to walk is now a totally safe city. You can walk with your husband or your wife. You can walk with your children right down in the middle of the city. Nothing's going to happen. We have the National Guard. We have soldiers. We have people that nobody's going to mess with. And take it out. Remember, it's not just that. In Washington, over 1,000 criminals. And you know, if you look at the numbers, a very small percentage of your population, 2%, 3% of the population was 1975. So when you move, it's amazing how that works. But the criminals go over it.
Was Washington State named after George Washington? The commies really have some thinking to do, some repenting to do.
Now, and now So this is a great list. I do that. If I were a Democrat, I'd say call Trump and let him do. But we remove people, criminals from the cities and become safe cities. If you look at Minnesota, Minneapolis, we have look at thousands of people despite all the mess and everything. But do these people really want to have rapists and they have drug dealers, people from prisons and murderers? Do they really want to have? It's really insurrectionists and agitators, and they're paid. And you can tell a lot of reasons. Number one, they're professionals, but they're also look at the signs. The signs are all professionally made. They have signs that are gorgeous. In fact, I want to get some because I have a lot of signs for different things. I want to find out whoever. Everybody has a beautiful sign with red and white. It's like leather panels, a leather handle on the bottom. These are not people. These are people that are handed signs, and we know pretty much. But we know pretty much funding this stuff. These are paid insurrections. But I was elected by I want everything. I want everything.
Some of the handles are hickory. Some handles are oak. Some handles are maple. That's a cherry wood handle wrapped in leather. That guy has a sign on a marble staff. Brand new sign on a golden scepter.
Taxi. But it's he talked for 32 minutes after he did the executive order. After the executive order, we actually questions and not one single question about the race. How rude that all these people behind him to celebrate something. And turn, hey, you guys got any questions? And nobody wants to talk about what happened. So ignorant. The man signed an executive order that should be news out of his face. Here's the executive order we're going to be doing this big race. It's got to be for free. It's going to be held right here. All for safe. Not one question. Not one. Unless you watch that, unless you heard about it, you're not going to hear about it. You're not even going to know about it. These people have one vision. Even the people like on Newsmax or different things, they're all the whole bleed thing. Like, you know, and what's happening in Minneapolis,
Messed up.
New York. Stop it. Stop televising. If nobody took people in Minnesota, and every single time, if they weren't getting that attention like petulant kids, they stopped. See, I've had that in my mind for quite some time. Just tell them they're not covering you people. They would probably do snow and cry because they know good out here. We gotta bring out numbers. We trash the ice guys because the cameras are out of date. I work up there and I was watching being made. And it's all, and all we're not sending a crew. Really? No, we're not sending a crew. It's not a crew. They're not talking about I'm fine. If there's any, and I swear to God, I could tell you, they went back to cut back to you know, the healthcare killer, whether or not I swear, turn off the president of the United States. Uh, That's what's wrong. They're deciding what it is
And they want you to focus on an assassin. They want you to be an assassin instead of a president. They want you to be an assassin instead of a president. Think about that fucking shit for a second.
turning off President Trump. So speaking about stuff that you never hear, I've got two interviews back to back. First one is and
I'd rather be the president than maybe even round up all your little bitch ass assassins, motherfucker.
they the interpreter
Especially grab the motherfuckers that are hiring the assassins.
blah blah blah. They go back and forth, and then the interpreter said that. And this interpreter, I don't want to say the name. You can follow well. It's always with her, so she knows you don't have to know how to talk. Put them on. And Ashley, I said, what do we got to do? And we had to put a bone inside the same frame. And she's like, what you have to do is make sure that you don't clip it too close. I need to see every movement she does with her hand. I need to see her elbows. And so before we started, I'm trying to do the crap to make sure that everything she needs because they're not in the same room. One stage, other. So she was watching and they were answering questions. So I hope you guys have the patience for it. I learned a lot just by watching the interaction. And if you've ever been around anyone who's deaf,
Pound. Her last name is Pound. I forget what her first name is. Of course, I remembered that.
you're about to see something that you probably haven't been. And I hope you don't get bored. There are some delays when there's nobody talking because they're going back and forth. So this is my interview today. Come on, come on. Today, I've got the Data Republic interpreter.
Every time somebody has that black chair behind their neck, that it looks like a Darth Vader hood, or it looks like he has giant black traps.
Have you been following it?
so much for having us.
You guys for taking the time. Background, got it.
Well, I'm a kernel engineer, which means that I direct systems themselves inside the database. So for understanding since in all of that organization. And I just try to apply that to real statistics.
So what is that signify?
Well, but the small r is that I have an absolute tolerance for corrupt Republicans and I believe in the Republican government. And obviously, I'm a Republican for the Republican Party. I'm more if they're corrupt, I'll find them.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So start.
I started working on election predictions and successful. And it somehow became viral in 2024 because I predicted correctly. And then after that, I started focusing on nonprofit awards. And now here we are.
Damn it, they're both married already.
As you can see on the website, where you find access to find the awards for nonprofits.
Wow. Just so you guys know, normally comment when I'm but so look at I don't want to distract. I'm not gonna put the comments on the screen comments because there's too much going on with the comments. So when you first have contact, have you had contact with Elon Musk and how did that come about?
Well, I was analyzing and he found posts. So suddenly there were so many eyes oh my God, wait, look at your social media. Everyone follow you. And my husband was whatever.
She's said I'm going back to sleep.
Yes, I was. Many times actually from Austin. The friction there is that, like, for example, X. Those that couldn't post on X anymore and showing my research.
Ah.
So the rules are a lot more strict if I was joining those, but I'm still communicating with them.
Oh wow. So in your opinion, is the
I think it's more perspective, but that money, as opposed to the reaction, right? The protests, fire bombings, Tesla. So it's money that what DOJ is trying to find. It's more like the reaction that is caused from. And you see that all this happening. DOJ had a direct focus on the center of the cutting and laying off all the funnels. The government and the protests are still going to, because, like I said, activity has cut right to the center of the money pipeline. That's what it is.
So what plan found?
Didn't I just say it?
Well, that we top water services for education. So Americans can't afford lawyers, but for some reason, they pay for the top to represent all of the illegal immigrants that set them up for deportation and then assign the government set them up for deportation, and then the government also gave them the top years to fight it.
Wow, wow. You don't have to say you're not comfortable, but do you have contact right now that
Formally, I don't. But I can say things and say things. And they like I put something important.
so really find our immigrants now a year about project.
Well, at first, I estimated $100 based on and all of that. But as the years gone on, I've actually figured out that there was a lot of fraud, and it was a lot of fraud with Medicare and all that stuff. And I truly believe that the number has gone up every year.
What client still money?
Oh, the heck's my bag of coffee, huh?
So one example I can show is that,
Let's do it.
in Minneapolis,
I made it and set it right there.
they have Nick Sherman. I've been finding all different fake providers for Medicare, and so I found all the service provider databases. I downloaded all the service provider databases, and I ran AI on every list, and I found 4,000 that had absolutely zero proof of the website that the links went nowhere. There's no documents to show what I could find anything.
Without where the two
It's easy to think it's people. It's just a system. back to their homes, right, back to their families. But then the money goes to fight wars, goes to, and then the U.S. is also in fighting war as well. So my example of this, right? We went to try to install democracy, and of course it was not successful. And since then, it had to pay the people back, and so they come here, find out that they don't have the correct documents, ship them back and forth. It's just this big circle of and shipping back and all because it's changing around.
Prompts or software. How did you?
Yes. I write my own code, and I also use AI to help me write the code. But yes, it's all work. And AI, you have to understand, AI is a tool like everything else, and it's about the person. And I'm very lucky as a scientist to understand how it actually works.
Now, you once said that politicians, people find that they're almost like an
Science for everything when it comes to forming any part of the body.
Absolutely. Yes. But, for example, you know, talk a big increase, right? But the IRI supports financing.
Oh, don't be scared of me. I'm only 155 pounds and I don't even own a gun.
Explain the IRI. The International Republican Institute. It's like soft power. So IRI supports and finances international organizations of
Talking about owning butcher shops that have FBI meat, CIA meat, fake judge meat, county attorney meat, district attorney meat, fake sheriff meat. Basically a bunch of communist, atheist, Satanist meat. So anybody in those groups that's a Satanist, human sacrificer, and harmer of Americans just might end up in the pet food store. Okay. During Civil War times, properly deputized by our great president and sent or made available bounties, wanted posters and bounties for different motherfuckers. Anyway, that's just some hypothetical kind of therapy release idea I came up with, so I'm not so angry at our enslavers, at the deep state, at the Jewish mafia. There will be mafioso meat if you want to feed your dog. Mafia member. If you want to feed your dog terrorist kidney, just come hit me up during the Civil War. Oh, that's during the Civil War, you know. Legally owned and operated butcher shop. I'll help you feed your pets. I don't condone cannibalism.
and that's a big that's a big institution.
And that's why going live is good, because we need to use our First Amendment so that we don't hurt anybody physically. We need to use our words so we don't hurt anybody physically, right? But somebody keeps killing our heroes. JFK, RFK, MLK, Malcolm X, Pat Buchanan, Charlie Kirk, just to name a few.
Institutions involved. And so it spreads this understanding we have of immigration throughout the world, which is. So the point is
You can be like, fake meat. Is it? No, it's real meat. It's from a fake judge. Oh, right. Anymore, I'm just entertaining myself. It's so funny because nobody goes this hardcore with their speech. Very few people on air. I mean, actually, what I mean is legally, going hardcore as fuck, legally, and educationally, informatively. Once in a while, at least, right?
IRI finds information
Love you.
in the network system.
I love you guys.
Have you found at all that
I'm just doing a show. I'm just doing a show. What else is this?
It's worse than that.
This is entertainment 24/7.
Look at the website.
Hi.
That I've set up. There's a list of all the entities involved that are quote unquote democracy in America.
how she next? What she says next, I know some people in the chat are pissed off. What she says next
In those lists, I believe it's over $100 involved in quote unquote trade.
Ooh.
I can assume that over $100 going to NGOs that are training judges to do exactly what they want them to do.
Told you.
Wow.
What's your shot?
talk about Minneapolis. What is my spirit?
Good way for a so-called judge to end up at the pet food store.
The fraud, the that these people.
It's all connected together. There's nothing that's separate about it. Fraud would not happen if we didn't have so protesting, right? Because the fraud finances it. And that protest and fight wouldn't happen without the money coming to finance it, right? It's the big catch-22.
How sophisticated is it? We're seeing Minneapolis, we're seeing it pop up in different areas. How really widespread is this network?
Well, so it's very organized. Like they have different groups and branches. They have but it's not all states are like that. But California or Seattle are like that. Yes, do have that type of organization. But there's some kind of infrastructure.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Right.
There's some infrastructure like that.
How did it from
Well,
There's no second thing.
I better, but
Is there a certain thing? Or will that be?
saw my post about it yesterday about the stock ice post. Like how
Hey, careful now.
we have been their address, their password, their license plates sent to the FBI.
Oh, fine, you
And those are all the people that involved doxing ICE.
Now, question. So,
I would say, but I did as well.
you and how it actually can this government even have president?
I see the ask is not like how do we fix it? I don't think that's the right question. But this is a system that's been over 60, 70 years. And this type of stuff takes on a life of its own. And so the question we have to figure out now is one night, we had 4,000 messages sent. After that, we just decided to take up kids, and we went to another state and kind of hung out with the parents for about 6 weeks.
Do you feel safe now?
I guess safe is the wrong word. I feel like I'm doing what I've been called to do. And there's nothing else except that. Gotta do it.
I believe that. And same thing here. I'm just doing a podcast, but there's people I know that would love to be take me down and get me up just like anybody on the right. It's sick. It's an absolute sickness. So I pray for your safety. I pray for your family safety as well. What are you working on next? I understand you're digging into Minneapolis. You're exposing the ICE anti-ICE network. What do you see yourself working on, say, this week, next month? What are the next projects you're going to be doing?
Right now, my big focus
Bitch, who the fuck are you?
is taking down all ICE doxing websites.
I said I was born here, bitch. Who the fuck are you? Answer me now.
My main focus.
That's I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was just saying it's important. And then after that, I'll be focusing on fraud again. But I think protecting officers needs to happen.
Well, I thank you for taking the time today. I know everyone can follow you on X, but I have to ask this because of everything you're going through, and I understand how much time it must take in trying to save the country full time. Do you have a GoFundMe or a tip jar where we all can donate? Is there something we can do to help you?
Well, I prefer subscriptions on X. They're only $3 a month, and I don't like big donations because I prefer my subscribers accountable to a large number of people as opposed to a big donor. And I want people to know I'm not easily swayed, and I want to work with the dollars from the people.
Wow, that is very admirable. Both of you, really stay safe. Thank you very much. Would love to have you back as more information covered. I love it. I love it. Number one, I understand numbers don't lie, and I like hearing the actual numbers from people. The crap that they tell us on television. Let me ask that. Do any of the television networks come to you and say, "Hey, listen, you've got some great things we'd like to talk to you"?
Here, I've been very quiet because I've been writing a book, so that's a big deal. And the book will be finished soon, and we'll talk about that soon. And after that, I'm sure I'll get a lot more connections. The book's coming around fall time, but I'll make an announcement later.
Let us know. Love to have you back. Thank you for your time. God's work out there. So bless both. Stay safe. Thank you very much.
Of course, Barry. Thank you.
I have never done that before in my life. I've never even had a conversation face to face with somebody in regards to having to go through an interpreter, whether it's from a different country or anything. So I learned a lot from that. Like I said, that was about a 27-minute interview. It took us probably 45 minutes to do it. Somebody had asked earlier, why aren't there closed captions? You can't do closed captions on YouTube production it takes to put that together. Where one woman was watching, the dark-haired woman was listening to what I said. Then she had to signal it to the data Republican. Then the data Republican had to give her the answer, and then the dark-haired woman had to tell us what the data Republican had said. And so, bottom line, with everything she said, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I think the thing I took away most from it is that our government is in a real bad way. They're all together. And now it's been proven. She's got data. Elon's got data. She did it to the DOJ, the FBI. Everybody has the data now. And what we're seeing, and what I haven't seen it, but what she has seen, and obviously what Elon has seen, is that we are just one big factory, left and right. They've all gotten rich, fat and happy, stealing your money, and which is probably why nothing ever happens. Because they all know the other person is doing it too. It's incredible. Now, I'm going to segue.
The transmission's acting up. It's scary. Dear God, please help me remain strong and find a job. My baby. Once it gets to mid-operating temperature, please. I'm going to check the tranny fluid. I hope that it just needs fluid. I've never added transmission fluid. Guys. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that's so scary. Oh my gosh. It's not wanting to move. I hope it's just because I'm in the snow. Oh my gosh. It doesn't want to go anywhere. Oh my goodness. The car's not moving. Dear God, please help us. Please.
One more interview with you. This interview is with Haley West. Haley West was the
Dear God, please allow me to help other people. Please help me so I can help others. If anybody's listening out there and you can help, my car doesn't want to move. My car doesn't want to go into gear all of a sudden. I'm in a parking lot with my dogs. We live in the car.
It's not going into gear. I'm so scared. Please help us.